What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good tonight? Right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink. Look a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What's up? It's me, L Teddy 27, and I am back, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I had to chuckle with myself. Anyway, we're here for another review. This is going to be our review, ladies and gentlemen, for The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. This is season 1. It is episode 4. It is titled Roaring Emotions. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this episode took me a bit to get through. It was kind of boring in my estimation. And what's so surprising is I see in some of the confessionals, some of the ladies doing, I guess, what is their best attempt at, making it lively and stuff. And I'm like, it's a no for me, dog. Like, it was just not hitting. Like, it was kind of boring this episode. But we're going to get through this review. So we start off, we still at Whitney's 20s party. And, I don't know why I feel like my camera is off, y'all. Hold on. I think maybe that's better. I don't know. I feel like I'm off. And I'm doing this while I'm doing a review. Y'all don't pay me no mind. I feel like that's better. Anyway, so Jen, after she came, she saw Meredith over there talking to Mary. She pulls Meredith to the side and they sit down and they have a chit chat. And she wants to get some stuff off her chest. And she goes off about, the sleepover and how she felt like Meredith wasn't being genuine with the sleepover, which she wasn't, which she admitted in her confessional. She also brings up, Meredith hanging out and, being friends with Mary. And I was like, and it kind of went back to the whole, okay, we're back to 7th grade again where we're telling people you can't be friends with somebody. But later on, I kind of understood Jen. The problem here with Jen is drunk. And while Jen is telling the truth, Jen is drunk. And so Jen is just letting it all fly out. It's not coming out smoothly. It's not coming out the correct way. It's not politically correct. And we know that's kind of a thing there in Utah where they kind of want everything nice and, in everything, nice and clean. Or if you're going to cut me, make the cut clean, no jagged, serrated edges and stuff like that. And Jen is just not like that. Jen is just like, nope, you're going to get it blunt and all. So I think Jen's message is not palatable in this moment because she is drunk and it is coming out very forcefully and aggressively. But there are some things there are a lot of truths that Jen is giving even in her drunkenness. Mary got upset because Jen said, oh, she's having sex with her grandfather. Hey, boo, you are. If you don't want people to talk about you having sex with your grandfather, Mary, you should not be having sex with your grandfather. How about that? But you all over here, your feelings about it. Hello, where is the lie? Where is the lie, Mary? Where is the lie? Because you all, I can't believe that nobody has ever said that about me. Oh my God, girl, Mary, if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere, Mary, sit your ass down somewhere. If you don't want people to talk about you having sex with your grandfather, then don't have sex with your grandfather. It's kind of like, remember Michael Jackson's song, Wanna Be Starting Something? One of the lines in Michael Jackson's song, epic song, Wanna Be Starting Something is, if you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. So if you can't take people saying that you fuck your grandfather, then don't fuck your grandfather. How about that? A mess. And then all the other girls are like, I can't believe she would say she's having sex with her grandfather. Hello, she is. Where's the lie? Meredith got in her feelings because Jen called her out right off the top. That shit ain't have nothing to do with no, I want to spend time with my daughter Chloe. Well, bitch, you said in your confessional, it was really something else, but you just didn't want to tell her at that point. So don't be mad because she's giving you the truth because she done found you out, she done figured you all out, and now you don't know how to really, now you really can't come to her with the truth because now she done called you out. Go get your life. You can't get mad. If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. Okay. Anyway, Um, it is what it is. Now, Jen, I'm not saying Jen was totally right because Jen, you don't have a right to tell people who they could be friends with. But we'll get down that road later. Jen got all in her feelings upset. She called her husband to come and pick her up. This, that, and the third. She went home, screaming at everybody. Now let me say this: she got the right group of friends because I guarantee you, had her friends lived in another state besides Utah, had a little more melanin than the rest of these chicks, they wouldn't have let her carry on with all them antics like that. Stay your butt over there in Utah with all that shit. Stay your butt over there with the Mormon women who gonna put up with that kind of fuck shit and fuckery. Because I guarantee you, those of us in the rest of these yet to be United States of America, we ain't putting up with your bullshit. Anyway, the next day you saw the women, all of them in various pairs, talking about Jen and her antics at the party. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Aren't we supposed to believe that Heather and Lisa have this feud and they don't see it for each other and they don't like each other, this, that, and the third? But I see them really chummy and shit at this lunch, wherever they at, eating, talking about the party. Lisa and Heather, they seem to be real chummy. I'm just saying, I thought they like each other. Child, make it make sense. What did I look? Or was that Meredith? I swore I saw Heather and Lisa hanging out, eating while they were talking about Jen. I'm just saying. Anyway, Meredith goes out with Lisa to go shopping for some artwork for her house and get some pieces and stuff for her house. Meredith finally tells Lisa about her being separated from Seth, her husband Seth, and so forth. Now, for all this, questioning Jen and Meredith's relationship, I find it funny. Jen knew before everybody about the separation. Yeah, Lisa, you want to come on the show and act like you and Meredith are best friends, y'all besties, and y'all sisters, and all of this. What it seems like is really Jen. And what it seems like is now that the cameras are on, Jen, now I could be wrong, but what I see is Meredith likes Jen at home. If Jen could, or without the cameras, I should say, not just at home, but without the cameras. Because Jen, from what we can see and what it looks like, and Meredith are really close. Otherwise, why would Jen know so many months ahead? Like Lisa, if you was really as close to Meredith as you thought, you would already knew by now. And even if Meredith didn't say anything to you, you would have been able to like get a feel for something right here. But you ain't as close to them as you think you are, or as you profess to be while on camera. It's really Jen who's close to Meredith. That's why Jen was having a birthday party for Meredith. That's why Jen is so upset with Meredith about not having her back. But we'll get there in a little bit. So Lisa, with her fake tears, like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you two are separated." Girl, get over yourself. Whatever, honey. Child. Anyway, Lisa then goes over to Mary's house, and I felt like Lisa. I felt like Lisa was shading the fuck out of Mary in her house when she kept saying, "Her house is very eclectic. Her house is just real eclectic." And I saw that as, bitch, that shit looks like trash thrown together. I felt like that's what Lisa was saying, but she was trying to be real nice about it. Listen, I can't remember the little boy name, but this is the second time that we done seen Mary's son on camera. And every time he comes on camera, y'all, my spidey senses go off. My gaydar goes, to threat level red. Do you hear me? Listen. I mean, my whole gaydar just goes just haywire. Every time he comes on screen, it goes immediately all the way over to threat level red when he comes on screen. Maybe I'm wrong. We can get in the comment section and talk about this. But I felt it last episode when we saw him. I didn't want to say nothing because I didn't want to be that guy. So I said, well, maybe he's just different. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I don't want to say that on my review. I'm just going to put it out there on this review. Yeah, so you want to be a fashion designer? Not that all male fashion designers are gay. But I'm just saying, a vast majority. I mean, not all basketball players are black, but the vast majority. Just saying. I mean, NBA basketball players, that is. I'm just saying, child, get into that walk up them good stairs. Child, get into the tie-in for her. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know. Hopefully we'll see more. Mary then talks about how she wants to plan this little luncheon or whatever for the ladies so they can really sit down and talk and hash some stuff out after the whole incident at the party. She wants a more intimate setting where the ladies can really sit down and, really get some things out on the table. She's not sure whether or not she's going to invite Mary at this point because she says she don't know if she want all that. Jen then goes over. We did see Jen go to Heather's house. And then she opens up about, what she had been going through the week leading up to the party. Her dad, the 1 year anniversary of her father passing, how that was very emotional for her. And also we delve into a lot more of her issues, which is she's dealing with a lot of loneliness. Yes, she's married. Yes, she has her kids, but her husband is never there. And that's her mate. And I feel like maybe early on in their relationship, he was there more often. But as he maybe moved up the ranks in terms of his coaching and stuff, he became less and less around. And I feel like she's at a point in her life where she needs him more. And she talked about him not being there for the death of her father, which I'm sure was traumatic. And just having a parent die that was that close to you, but and not having your mate with you, that was a lot. And so I feel like Meredith is and Jen are two individuals who became very close friends because they both were dealing with a sense of loneliness. Meredith in the separation from her husband. Jen is not separated, but for all intents and purposes, her husband is never there. So they both have this sense of loneliness, and they can um, lean on each other for stability and help with that loneliness. And so they are close friends. And so what I think is Meredith probably was dealing with a lot. Not Meredith. Well, Meredith is dealing with a lot with the separation, as well as Jen dealing with a lot with her dad dying and so forth. And so I think that Jen seeing Meredith over there getting chummy with Mary, who she don't see it for, and she's like, "Girl, I don't like her like that. Girl, I need you right now." And instead of her just saying, "Listen, Meredith, I need you. I don't need you to be over there having a situation. I don't need you over there chummy with Mary. I ain't saying you can't be friends with her, but I need you right now because I'm going through some stuff." And I think that it came out as her lashing out about Mary when really it had nothing to do with Mary. And Heather called it right out. Heather said, "This ain't about Mary. This is about Jen and her and Sharif, her husband, not being there as much." And she called it right on out. And so, child, I was like, "You spent $85,000 on this party, girl. Can I be your friend, Jen?" Girl, Jen let it leak that Meredith is separated. I was like, "Oh, child." She had been keeping that secret for a while. I guess all bets are off now, honey. We did see Mary putting this stuff. She's at the little at the restaurant putting everything together for the lunch. It does look quite lavish. I'm not gonna lie, but I was like when she said Met Gala theme, I was like, it to me at first I was like that really doesn't make sense because at the Met Gala there's a different theme every year. Like the Met Gala has its own changing theme. So how are you gonna have a Met Gala theme when the Met Gala doesn't have one theme? Like I was confused. I was confused with the rest of the people, but you know. Anyway, they then went to the part where you saw Jen getting ready, and you saw she has these daily pep talks with her husband Sharif, and I thought that was cute. I thought and they said they've been doing that, since they've been together, and I thought it was really really cute. But that over the phone stuff doesn't suffice for him being there, and I think that's something that is important too, baby. So we see Heather and Mary on their way to this luncheon. When when I tell you Heather was reading Mary down. No, it wasn't Harry and Mary. It was Heather, not Harry. Heather and Whitney, yes, were on their way to luncheon together. Heather was reading Mary down about not knowing what the Met Gala was. She was like, "I really don't think she knows what the Met Gala is, or I don't know." I was like, she just probably thought it. She said she just probably thought it sounded fancy and just really doesn't. I was like, "Oh, girl, y'all better be reading." Anyway, so Heather then tells the information she learned from Jen about Meredith being separated from her husband, Seth. And so now they both side eye Heather like, girl, you be having a, they all side eye Meredith, I'm sorry. They be looking at her like, girl, you always trying to be like your Meredith is so perfect, girl. You ain't even with your husband right now. A mess. Anyway, down to the luncheon. I looked at Mary's outfit like, girl, what the fuck do you have on? Like, Mary, that red. That dress was a mess, and I know she gonna tell me it came off with some rack from, it's designer from some girl. That was a mess. That dress, and I don't even get into fashions like that, but Mary's outfit looked a mess. Jen did end up getting invited, and she came. Baby Mary, listen, Mary put some money into that. She had the little dishes with the fighter fish in there with the tape place settings and stuff. Each one of them had an individualized Louis Vuitton gift with the gift box in that had Louis Vuitton earpods in it. I was like, bitch, Y'all did this. They eating all this lavish food and shit. Talk about some kind of, I think Parmesan cheese. Some neighbors grating on it costs $8,000 a pound. And I was like, girl, this is surely not the Real Housewives of Atlanta or the Real Housewives of Potomac. These girls have money. This ain't no Potomac foolishness or Atlanta foolishness. I'm just saying. Anyway, Jen opens up about her past because Mary had did this thing where she had the ladies begin to talk about they were supposed to write something down in like because she had personalized um little books for them to write in and pens and stuff, and they were supposed to write like something that they wanted to share down in the book, and then they were supposed to share. It was going to be real cute, but then Jen starts off and Jen says, well, I don't really, do we have to write it down? Can we just talk about it? And so they began to talk, and so Jen opened up about her past and how she grew up and growing up in Utah and all of the things that she had to go through growing up in Utah and so forth, and then she inevitably apologizes to Meredith and so forth, and so they had that whole kumbaya moment, but then Mary is looking like, where's my apology? And girl, I'm looking like, Mary, for what? Apology? Hello, Mary. Apologize for what? Because she told me that you having sex with your grandfather, which you are. I don't care if you call it step grandfather, whatever. Girl, that's your granddaddy. You having sex with him. What does she need to apologize to you for, girl? First of all, you already know she don't see it for you. So you should have known it wasn't no apology coming to begin with. Second of all, apologizing for saying that you having sex with your grandfather when you are. If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. It kind of went off from there, y'all. Meredith accepted Jen's apology, and it kind of went off from there. And we're going to see next week. They're going to still be here, and there's going to be more explosive stuff going on. Like I said, this episode was a little lackluster for me. But what they did show in this episode is there's a stark difference in the level of housewife in Salt Lake City and Potomac or Atlanta. Girl, these girls are telling them, girl, we're better than you. Girl, we're here. And you girls are, in terms of the money that they spend, honey, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying ain't some people that ain't got no money. We know Monique got money on Potomac. We know Candy got money on Atlanta. But overall, the brands and the whole full cast, notice a real difference. Anyway, that was the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Y'all, let's get in the comment section. There was a couple things that I want y'all opinions or a couple things we need to argue about in the comment section. That's all I got for y'all. Until next week, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.